Are A-levels the best thing for you? Today, I'm going to give you my top tips to help you make that decision. Now, it goes without saying that A-levels are not easy, and to choose 3 or 4 of them that you are interested in enough to continue studying them for another 2 years is not a decision you want to make in a short amount of time. So, tip number 1, choose subjects that you are good at. These could be subjects that you've been good at since a young age and you're getting level 7s and above at GCSE. And this applies with any subject, so English, sciences, history, geography, languages, whatever you want to do, make sure you are good at it at GCSE level. If it is a subject that is not commonly taught at GCSE, there is plenty that this could be, then ask your teachers, ask students that are older than you that are currently doing the course, what subjects is it closely related to that you have done at GCSE? Point number 2 is you really need to solidify a revision method that works for you. Now, as I've said in previous videos, use GCSEs to experiment with lots of different revision methods, whether this is the flashcards, the mind maps, the posters. Find something that 100% is the most effective thing for you, because in A-levels you will be revising a lot. Now, depending on what type of person you are, you may need to revise 2 hours a day, you might have to revise 4 or 5 hours a day just to keep up with the content and stay on top of things. By going into year 12, knowing exactly the revision method you're going to use is going to save you a lot of time in the first term or even throughout the whole of the first year. Point number 3 is choose subjects that you actually enjoy. Whether you're good at it or not, obviously being good at it will help. By picking subjects that you actually enjoy, it's going to give you incentive to actually revise them and study them and want to learn about them. 2 years is quite a long time to just be studying something that you don't enjoy. So I cannot emphasize the importance of this point enough. Another important point is don't just choose the subjects that your friends are doing. Now, granted, if you're in a friendship group, you probably have similar interests with people, and naturally you might choose 1 or 2 that are the same. But at A-levels, when you're in smaller classes, for example, some of my classes were 5 to 10 people, you'll be surprised at how quickly you make new friends with these people that you're spending all this time with in the new subjects. And if you go in and just choose subjects that your friends are doing, you will most likely get bored of it by the time exam season comes around and you actually have to sit your A-levels for this. And finally, the most important tip of all is think in the long term when you choose your subjects. For example, if you are interested in going to uni, have a little think about what uni courses you actually want to do and what are the requirements to get into that uni course. If you're keen to do a course such as English literature at uni, then pick subjects that are going to benefit you while you do that course. So English is going to have a lot of essay writing, it's going to have a lot of reading, so do subjects such as English. History will have a lot of reading and writing. Geography is also quite essay based, so choose subjects that will actually benefit you. Now, most uni courses just require a certain set of grades, whether this is like A, B, for example, and they normally don't require a certain set of A-levels. So for example, if you want to do maths at university, they're obviously going to want you to do maths at A-level, but the other 2 or 3 that you choose don't necessarily have to be maths related, so it's still quite up to you in terms of how you want to choose them. Now, I know a lot of people that didn't take this tip into consideration, and then when they wanted to go to university, they were very limited in what they actually could do, because the subjects that they wanted to do, they didn't take the correct A-levels for, and now it's backfired on them. But that sums up the top things that I would take into consideration if I was choosing my A-levels now.